Welcome to Screw the Commute, the entrepreneurial podcast dedicated to getting you out of the car and into the money. With your host, lifelong entrepreneur and multimillionaire, Tom Antion.
Hey everybody, it's Tom here with episode 330 of Screw the Commute podcast. I'm here with Becca Tebon, and I just love talking to this. I'll call her a young lady because if you saw her, you would think, oh my God, there's like a 17-year-old doing exercise workouts and stuff. It's totally unfair, but so anyway, I like her anyway. So she's here with us and they'll bring her on in a minute. And you don't want to miss this thing. She gets some fan-freaking-tastic results with people. Wait till you hear the program she's got going. All right, so I hope you didn't miss episode 329. Andrew Darlow is a student of mine, and he's a master photographer, really professional, high level, does shows, all kinds of stuff. But he's helping small business people with something that they hate, and it's the last thing that they ever think about. But it's the first thing that brings big froggy tears when something happens, and that's backups. He's got all kinds of super tips. You can even back up your entire Facebook page. You can all kinds of stuff, and your website can get backed up automatically. So he went into all those details on episode 329. All right, I know everybody's freaking out because of the pandemic. Guess what? I'm not. I don't mean to be callous about it, but I've been preaching this for over 20 years on how to be able to sell from your home. And I formalized it in my school, which is the only licensed dedicated internet marketing school in the country, probably the world, where we teach these hardcore skills. I'm so upset with parents brainwashed into thinking a college education is the only way to go. Well, here's what you get for a college education nowadays. You learn how to really protest really good, and you get out with no skills, and you learn how to compete for jobs at Starbucks. How about that? Well, not with my school. You learn hardcore techniques that every business on earth needs. That's why some of my students are making $6,000 a month several months into the program, not even graduated yet. So that's the kind of stuff you want for your kids, your nieces, your nephews, your grandchildren. Be a great legacy gift for them. So check it out at imtcva.org and give me a call. Also, I can show you a little later how you can get a scholarship to the school to gift to one of those loved ones in your family. All right, make sure you pick up a copy of our automation ebook. It saved me 7.5 million keystrokes, just one of the tips in the book. And it's allowed me to handle 40,000 customers lightning fast. And so we sell it for $27, but it's yours free for listening to the show at screwthecommute.com/automate free. Screwthecommute.com/automate free. Everything we talk about, including Becca's cool programs and all the stuff she got, will be in the show notes. And when you want to go directly to show notes, you go to screwthecommute.com and then the episode number. So for her, it would be screwthecommute.com/330. And I might add, she is a multiple orgasmic guest. I mean, wait a minute. She's a multiple guest.
How do you know that, Tom?
Because I recorded you.
Oh my God.
Next time I see her, she will smack me for that, but that's okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hard.
But I think she's been through this. Is this your third time?
I think so. I think it's my third time with you, and always a joyful pleasure.
A triple, multiple. You don't see that too often. So anyway, she's got this program. I'm going to try to say it correctly, and she'll fix it up if I mess it up. But it's powHER Reset, and it's I guess it's only for women. You got any guys in the program?
I don't have guys in that program, but I definitely have guys using the bands.
Right, of course.
They're not female specific bands, but the exercises and the programs were geared. The community was geared and developed with females in mind.
Okay. Anyway, so this is cool stuff she's got, and like I said, if you see her, she's the poster child for fitness. I got to tell you, there's 18-year-olds that are just just go and crawl under a rock when she walks by at the beach. And if ever we needed the entire world population repopulated, which may happen with all these riots and stuff, and we all get wiped out, she would be the one to repopulate the planet because her kids are gorgeous too. So, I don't know. So
you know what? I definitely bred well.
She did. She popped out some beautiful young ladies, I'll tell you. They're smart too. That's the thing is they're smart. They're not the idiot airheads walking the earth. All right.
And what do we need mostly in this world though is good, kind-hearted people. And that's who they are. Thank you.
They are, but they're beautiful too. See, that's the thing. That's what makes them so rare. So anyway, this lady who is the epitome of fitness was born with 3 congenital diseases. Digestive. What's the digestive one? I mean, that's bad enough as it is, but the spinal cord, disc disease. She spent 30 years trying to fix this stuff up. And I'm getting tired of yapping about her because I just want you to hear from somebody that's looks like she has the silver spoon, but she didn't. She really came up the hard way, and that's why I really love her so much. So, Becca, what's going on, kid?
You're the best. Well, thank you. It is truly a funny, humorous pleasure to always be around you. And it's always a learning experience. I love listening to your podcast. You do bring on amazing guests.
Hey, that thing of yours is clicking again. It's an inside joke there, folks. We can't tell you about.
And the guests that you bring on, they're amazing, and the programs that you have put together are compelling. And I would like to share with people that if they're looking to create a better way to do business, if they're looking for the shortcut, the easy way, your butt camp, right? They need to get into your butt camp or whatever program you've got going on right now to help people to organize and systematize themselves for online training. So I appreciate
you saying that, but isn't that interesting that I have a butt camp, but you have like the hardest butt in the whole universe. That's mine is soft, so you can sit for days at a time in front of the computer, and yours is so hard.
I keep saying you and I need to do a double butt camp.
Oh my God, booty camp. I actually had a bunch of women ask me to have a booty camp instead of a butt camp. Well, when this pandemic's over, we'll figure all that out. So
we can do. Hey, Tom, we can do it online. If we can't do it online, listen, I do everything online now.
Well, that's true.
We can definitely do booty camp online. So right now I'm actually giving away free ab booty camp right on Eventbrite. People can go to Eventbrite, look me up, Becca Tebon Fit, and they can sign up for a free ab booty camp.
Wow. So, spell it for them. Spell your name for them.
BECCATEB for Becca, for booty, O-N. Becca.
There's no E on it for T-bone.
No, you like to say T-bone.
I don't.
There's
really.
No T-bone steak going on here. No, and this is a plant-based flexitarian, but it's Becca Tebon. My website, Becca Tebon. I'll give you guys all the goodies on how, and of course, going to your. You give all the links anyway, but I wanted to talk today about the science behind the 17-minute workout, the science behind using resistance bands and simplifying, because you know what? People have too much complications. There's too many challenges going on in this world right now. We need to exercise better, train smarter, live longer.
Well, tell them about the 17-minute workout, because you just like threw it out there like everybody knows. And so what is that?
So I've been training people for 17 minutes for nearly 9 years, and I didn't even realize how long it had been. But thank you to Facebook for showing me some of my pictures and my workouts. So I've been doing workouts on Facebook for about 9 years.
See, I had that backwards. In the last 9 years, I worked out 17 minutes. I didn't catch that. Jeez.
But you know what? The same beauty that people are finding and businesses are finding by having their employees obviously now compelled to having to work at home, people are not being able to go to their gym. So either people didn't go to the gym, they signed up, they didn't go, or they went, but by the time they got dressed, got to the gym, worked out, socialized, got home, it was 2 hours. And what people were finding is they really didn't have that kind of time. So they would work out 1 to 3 times a week. And of that amount of time, they were not necessarily getting the concentric and eccentric full body moves that they needed. They were not training their body. So I've been using resistance bands for my workouts because I
Is
found
that what's
through
snapping in the background there? The resistance
that's
band?
what's snapping.
Yeah, yes,
Tom.
that's cool. Yeah, so and you know all those people that went, it took them 2 hours. They came home and said, "Yeah, I worked out for 2 hours," but they worked out
Right.
for like 2 minutes. Right?
They worked out for about 45 minutes, and some of them they do the treadmill for 45 minutes, and then they were not working out smartest. And just like we want to make more money and work smarter, work less, right? We have to do the same thing with our bodies, and we are in the animal kingdom. And Tom, you're going to just love this because we as animals,
Because I'm an animal. That's right.
I'm an animal too. We're all made to hunt, to get our food, to find our mate, and to sleep. Like those are, find our shelter. So those are how we are made to move fast, quickly, and smart, to find our food, to find our sex mate, and to find our shelter.
So Becca, these rubber band, what are they? Rubber bands? What these resistance bands? They have handles on them, or are they just these flat pieces of rubber? What is this?
Yeah, they're definitely not just standard rubber bands, nor some of the standard ones that you would find on Amazon. What I did was I studied for 2 years. I researched and then I found some sources in China. Yeah, but that's how I'm able to bring the program together at an inexpensive rate right now. I'm actually looking to resource it, but for right now, I've got thousands of bands that I have imported and created this whole system around 3 specific bands. And specifically, we created these bands with a booty band, and the width, yeah, I have a specific booty band. So the width, the tightness, the length of it was specifically made. There's thousands of booty bands out there. I mean, you can
How
go onto
far will it
Amazon.
stretch?
It does not stretch far. There are some out there in some programs that stretch tremendously, and they don't really give you true resistance. And the other thing besides resistance bands is they give assistance. So it's not just about resistance; it's about proper assistance. It supports in body alignment. It supports in stabilization. So I'm able to work with people who have knee problems, hip problems, shoulder problems, lower back problems, wrist problems, who have arthritis, who have problems holding on to things. So my bands are amazingly comfortable to put around your ankles, around your wrists, as well as hold on with your fingers.
Do they come in different sizes?
They do. So there's 3 bands, as I was saying. So one is a booty band, and that one slips around your legs, and you're able to do things both while you're standing up on your booty in a chair. I work out with people who are in a chair, so your butt camp would be perfect.
Well, I'm just thinking, do you have like 5X? What's for me, for my butt?
I have one just right for you, just right for
Okay.
you. It's like Goldilocks and the 3 bears. I can support everybody. I have different sizes, and depending on people's strength as well as the size of their body, we're here to trim up, get stronger, get leaner, get smarter in our time. So I help people, again, exercise better, train smarter, live longer. And it's only 85 minutes per week,
Wow.
not per day. So what the exciting part is anybody can do 17 minutes, but even more importantly, anybody can do 40 seconds. Each exercise is just 40 seconds. I'd like to share with you some of the value of how this whole thing came about. So I got hit by cars, riding bikes. I got hit by cars on rollerblades. And so many of the times that I was doing my intensive rehab, and I'm talking about intensive, we started using resistance bands. We had me in the pool. So I really value the aqua resistance and resistance bands. And so I had a client one time, an accountant, and every year, he would come to me and he'd be like, I'm busy. I can't see you 5 times. I got to see you 3 times. Then it went down to 2 times. Then it went down to, Becca, I gotta wait. I can't see you till after tax season. I'm like, you know what? You get overstressed. You gain your belly. Let's just work out for 30 minutes. Give me a 30-minute regimen. And so I started training him in the 30 minutes for 17 minutes. And then obviously warming up, stretching, cooling down was the rest. So it took 30 minutes. But we were actually working out for 17 minutes. And I said, I'm going to charge you the same amount. And he goes, oh, that makes sense, Becca. He said, let me get my calculator out. Do you forget I'm an accountant? He said, you're going to train me for 17 minutes. You'll spend 30 minutes with me. You're going to train me for 17 minutes, but you're going to charge me the same amount that you did for 60 minutes. I said, yes, because you're going to get the same results. So I changed the intensity. I changed the way we were working the body. I changed the way we were incorporating the muscles. And I mean, I did science by this. I didn't just like come out and, whip it out of my own butt. Like I put some work into this. I researched it. And then he was truly my guinea pig. And I charged him to be my guinea pig. And he said, okay. I said, listen, if it doesn't work out, then I'll give you your money back. You have nothing to lose. He goes, I don't know what you just said, but okay. I trust you.
Yeah. You have that effect on people. Yeah.
I trust you. I like you. You've never done me wrong. Fine. I get to still see you a few times a week. Cool. Let's do it. So we did it. And lo and behold, he looked forward to the sessions. He had less stress. He was able to maintain his weight. Stability, he was in his, at that time, he was in his 60s. Now he's in his 70s. We were still worked on our balance. We work on a lot of different things. It's not just about strength training. And so there was no less effect. He was able to maintain and stabilize over the 3 months. And so I then took that and started using it in my other clients, and everybody was maintaining and getting great results. So I was like, okay, there's some stuff here. So then again, I started to do some science. I started to decide to put together my own system with my own bands, not use somebody else's bands. And 2 years in the making, thousands of dollars of research, of buying bands, shipping them in, trying other people's bands, I came up with power bands. And so these power bands are 3 bands. As I said, one is a booty band, then 2 look like a figure 8, but the figure 8 ones that are out there, they snap, they dry off, they don't have the right resistance. I couldn't find one that I liked. So I obviously had to create and get systems, bands that I like. So I found and created these 3 bands together. With that, I have 150 exercises that I recorded. And since then, and that was 18 months ago, since then, I've added about 100 more exercises. So we have close to 300 different exercises that are only 40 seconds. They're variables of each. So, there's only so many lunges that you can do, right? A lunge is a lunge, but there are so many lunges that you can do. So there's variants of that. So we hit all the main body parts. We hit the big body parts. We tighten, strengthen, tone, sculpt, lift that butt. I'm telling you, women that are in my group that are in their 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, they are flabbergasted. I am flabbergasted at the results. I can't believe the results. And what I can't believe even more so is in the case study that I just did. And this is key, because it was going to just be a one and done. I just wanted some fast, hot before and after pictures. I didn't charge a whole lot of money. I charged under $200. It was inexpensive. It was less than $5 a workout, right? Very inexpensive. You're not going to get a workout by a professional international trainer for $5 anywhere. Certainly, I was charging $125 for my 1-hour workout. $5 is nothing. But what I found is my goal is to have thousands of people. I wanted to have the Tony Robbins, projector screen where I have thousands of people working out, and I can monitor and watch them and train them so that they are getting the benefits, the simplicity of this workout system. Now, there's great science and research behind obviously strengthening your muscles, and resistance bands are able to do it in such a way that even with the concentric, which is when you're making that muscle, as if you were to make a bicep muscle and you squeeze your muscle up, versus the eccentric when you're stretching it out. And where the muscles actually break and rip is in the eccentric. And when you're doing weights, you're not getting the same type of concentric and eccentric on the same resistance both ways. But with resistance bands, you do. So there's a lot of science, there's a lot of research behind the effectiveness, right? The
All right.
effectiveness of the
Let me
workout.
ask you about this. What is this something people can buy the resistance bands and a DVD with the exercises, or what?
Yeah, so I don't, DVDs are old school. What are you talking about, DVDs?
Well, yeah, but you still see them at Walmart and stuff like that.
Yeah, but who plugs in the DVDs? Like everybody wants it on their phone, on their computer, on their TV screens today. So I don't do DVDs at this point in this job. I have everything in a solitary system up in a cloud. People can actually create, if they wanted to, their own exercise program. They would type in my proprietary system. They would click on the word abs, and then every ab workout would come in, and they would choose one. So they would choose up to 4 exercises for their abs, their arms, their shoulders, their butt, their legs, their backs. Uh, and they would then choose those exercises, and then it would rotate live for them. And they would get to work out, and it would go 4 times in the 4 systems, 4 sets with the 20-second breaks in between. So it's 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, a perfect minute. You're done in 17 minutes. Um,
And
but
that's perfect. You could have cloud-based resistance bands.
It is. And so people buy the bands, and they do them with other systems that they're involved in. Some people take the bands even to their gyms. They take them on their vacations. They're
Is your
so
name on them?
lightweight.
You have them
They're so
branded?
light. They're so lightweight and portable. No, you and I are going to do that. So my name is on the bag, but the bands themselves don't have my name. The booty bands are getting my names put on them right now. But the value, the 6 key benefits that you're going to get with resistance bands is they tone, strengthen, and tighten. You're not going to get the same fast results with weights. It's impossible. They add assistance, not just resistance, which I said. And what's really important is sometimes when you're wanting to do some ab stabilization work, your back slides up. So when you use these bands and you put them on, they help to tighten up and secure in your lateral muscles, your dorsal muscles, your abdominal muscles, your gluteal muscles, as well as your leg muscles, so that you have assistance doing some of these exercises, and you're only focused and keying in on the specific muscles that you're trying to work on, which
Okay,
you're
so
not
you
going to
can
get
give us
without.
some pictures of these and links to it for our show notes, right?
Oh, absolutely. I'll
Yeah.
actually give you guys a workout that they can do.
Yeah, we will put it right in the show notes that they could look at it. But
Yeah.
they're
Yeah,
making
absolutely.
tourniquets out of these things too now. They have a tourniquet that's a resistance band, and when you stretch it so far, it says, "Okay, that's enough." You can read the thing now. But how are you going to
Really?
put this is just a little invention type stuff. How are you going to get your name put on a resistance band?
Well, we're looking at that right now, because what I'm concerned about is the integrity. Now, that's another very important part. My bands have 100% integrity behind them. As what I mean by that is, if they snap, they get replaced. For
Yeah, and
one,
I mean I've had loads of those tubes and things, and they
oh, they're
dry out,
horrible.
and then they smack the next guy next to you in the face and put his eye out, and
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And these bands are amazing in the pool. So I have a powHER Aqua program that we're going to be launching in 2021. I've been training people in the pool, and they're absolutely ridiculous, especially for people who are overweight. The pool is amazing. I absolutely love the buoyancy of the pool and the resistance of the pool. Now you add these bands to that, ridiculous response. Like, people are getting addicted to working out with these bands because they're fun, they're easy, they're comfortable, so important. So they're great for stretching as well. Stretching is very important. As a 56-year-old, I have found that stretching is probably one of my number one keys that I've been doing every day since I'm 19 years old, actually since 7 years old, but with intention since I'm 19. They're lightweight. As I said, they're portable. You can put them in your suitcase, travel with them. Of course, some of us aren't traveling so much right now, but you know what I mean. Take them to the park, and they're suitable for almost everybody, whether you're rehabbing, whether you're overweight. I have my biggest loser. He was over 500 pounds
Wow.
He lost 100 pounds in 5 months doing my 17-minute program twice a week. And he was not on a diet or deprivation. I did change over his food system, but he was never hungry, hangry, or angry. He was perfect. And so, that is also incorporated as a health coach. I also bring in the nutritional balance and the importance of nutrition, not just the macros, which everybody talks about, but the micros. And in the macros, nobody really focuses on fiber, and that is so important. I don't want to get too far off base, but it's important to have a well-balanced overall program. And the bottom line here, Tom, is I've made this totally affordable. I'm giving the bands away for free right now. Bands are free. They're usually $59 and no shipping. Like, I just want to put these in. They're so amazing. I just want everybody to have them. So the bands are free right now. I'm giving 3 weeks worth of workouts free right now. And the whole system is only $197 for 8 weeks. That's less than $25. It's less than $5 a workout.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Now speaking of the pool, I lost a lot of weight in the pool because I started getting weighed out there.
You started getting weighed out there?
Yeah,
I noticed you've lost weight.
I started getting weighed in the pool, so that's how I lost the weight.
You're so funny.
Now your program.
You have lost weight.
Yeah.
You look good.
But
great.
your program was great beforehand, just doing the 17-minute Monday workouts. I think they were every Monday or something.
Yeah.
But the thing is, nowadays it's even more critical because people are at home. So talk a little bit about, they talk about the COVID-15, people gaining 15 pounds at home. Talk a little bit about how your workout would help out at home.
Well, a lot of people are so stressed, and weight gain comes from stress. It comes from poor nutrition. It comes from not drinking enough water. It comes from mistaking hunger and with boredom, with emotional distress, with putting in the wrong food. So I've got a couple of tricks that we can give people if they, to help them with weight loss as well. So, we're stuck at home. Guys, here's the first thing. Go get a box, go to your junk drawer and get all the crap, put it in the box and take it to your neighbor's house that you don't like. So the first thing is toss out the junk. Like, the health does not even start in the kitchen. It starts in the decision-making at the supermarket. So, avoid those areas that have that stuff. You don't go to Dunkin' Donuts and buy donuts like that. You're not going to just have one. You buy those box of Dunkin' Munchkin, you're going to have them. So stock up on healthy snacks and learn how to create healthy go-tos. I have tons of recipes in my blog. We must have 3,000 different recipes. The next thing is drink water. Now, you've heard that a million times, but I can tell you something. It's the first thing. If you want to know what you're going to do with me, first thing is you're going to check into your water consumption. So start drinking water. The guy who lost all that weight, when I first started with him, you know what he was drinking? Those big gulps that you get at 7-Eleven?
Yeah.
He was drinking 3 to 5 of those a day.
Oh, man.
So let me ask you a question. When I cut those out and I switch them, we shift to water, don't you think he's going to lose some weight right there?
Yeah, I do.
And he's going to lose cravings as well. So it's about cravings. So we can talk about that in another show, but let's just give them a couple more tips. So you want to drink flavored water because water can be boring. So lemon is really good and it helps to balance out your alkalinity.
Let me ask you about that. Is it okay to get that concentrated lemon in the bottles?
That's an interesting question. I feel like nothing's better than fresh. But if you're going to just do something, I think that the alkalinity, the value of the alkalinity there is still valuable, but I don't think it tastes as good as fresh.
Well, yeah,
squeeze.
but people are having a hard time to get to the grocery store and get fresh stuff. And if you get enough lemons to last you a week, they're going bad before, you can use them up. So I just wondered about that.
Yeah, and again, don't squeeze a lemon every time you need it. Go ahead and squeeze, do all your lemons. You can even put them in the freezer in like little ice cube chunks,
Oh, you can.
in your ice cube tray, and then you just pop one into your water.
So you're saying cut the lemon open and then take a little chunk of it and put it in an ice cube tray.
Yeah, you
That's
don't
a
have
heck
to
of a
like
tip I never heard. Yeah.
you don't have to so you're infusing your water. You could put your cucumbers in there, you could put blueberries in there, you could put strawberries in there, you could put mint in there. Like, I'm saying, infuse your water, make it tasty, make it delicious, make it consumable, right? We don't just want to talk about having water. You could put ginger, you can boil ginger and have ginger teas. Like, don't worry about having water straight up. Like, add some things that add antioxidants and beautiful things and tastes good. Like, enjoy what you're going to do. If you're not going to enjoy what you're doing, it's not going to be a lifestyle changeover. So we're not talking here about diets. I'm a lifestyle transformation specialist, and with that, we give you tips that are going to help you to transform what you're doing into better things. The next part is, don't wear loose baggy clothes, guys. If you wear loose, baggy clothes, you're not going to hold your stomach in. You're not going to put your shoulders out. Let's do a gut check right now. Everybody, is your belly button sucked in? Are your shoulders? How's your posture? Posture in life results from posture of how you sit and how you feel about yourself. So if you're slumped over, you're not getting good oxygen. You're more apt to not be holding your stomach, which is going to let the muscles relax, which is going to also help you to feel hungry sooner. You're going to be slumped over with your shoulders. We're slumped over our desks with our shoulders more enough. Take your shoulders, roll them back. Make sure that you're sitting up nice and strong and tall, that you're breathing. You can do desk exercises, lifting up your legs, just where you are right now. Don't even worry about having a band. Now, I do them with bands as well. My people who work at their desk, they bring their bands to work. You put them around both feet and you just lift up. But while you're at there right now, lift your right leg up, hold it up so that your knee is bent, right? So it's in a 90-degree bend. Now make 10 circles with that, going round and round, up and around, up and around. And every time you let it down, inhale down, blow out, exhale, tighten your stomach as you come up. Simple little things. Like, you can do things without any any tricks up your sleeve. Like, it
Well,
doesn't take a lot.
I accidentally kicked the dog, but that's all right.
Oh
They need exercise.
no.
I bet people are out there thinking, "Hey, Tom, this is an entrepreneurial show. How does this help you in business?" Well, guess what?
Oh,
When you do all the stuff that she tells you, your mind is more clear. I know if I've like fill up with carbs and stuff, I'm like a walking zombie.
100%. So that is the next big key. And let's focus in on the vision and aptitude and productivity. First of all, you're waking up, you have this magic morning where you're getting in your exercise, and you're feeling good, you're feeling productive, you're feeling empowered, you're inspired. Don't you think that you're going to attack your next best action step with more verve, with more energy? Yes, of course. So you're making better decisions in your food because you just did something really well. Your attitude is going to ring on the phone when you talk to people. People are going to see, feel, and notice your energy. Do you see, feel, or, and you may not see me, but I'm sure you can see through this energy that I have, because it's invigorating.
And you
It's
haven't even had any
captivating.
sleep. She had a flat tire yesterday and got stuck on the side of the road and never got any sleep. And look at her. That's why I pushed her into doing the recording today, because I knew she's got more energy than all 10 people put together. So
Well, you know what? It does inspire me to help people to feel better. And so I know, doing shows with you, Tom, it touches, hundreds of thousands of people. And I know it's going to have the opportunity to touch other people's lives. And us together are an amazing team. I love being, on your show. So thank you for having me.
yeah, I appreciate that very much. And all teasing aside, I just love you to death, and you're doing great things for lots and lots of people. So we got to take a brief break, sponsor break. When we come back, we're going to get Becca to tell us how you get in her program. There's another one coming up, I think. So folks, this internet thing I was telling you about earlier, why I'm able to have a lifestyle business and not have to worry about leaving home. 20 years ago, I turned the internet world on its head by starting a mentor program where I charged only an entry fee and then a percentage of profits that was capped. So you're not stuck with me forever. And everybody else at my level was charging 50 or 100 grand up front. And I thought that's not fair. And I knew a lot of these people. You'd be chasing them around Mexico, trying to get them to help you if you gave them that money up front. so 1,700 students later and tens of thousands of people in my audiences have benefited from this hardcore skill-based training that we do here. And it's very unique in that I'm kind of the only guy at my level that will even talk to you, let alone train you. And you get one-on-one attention from me and my entire staff of people, which nobody gives that. Hundreds of thousands of dollars to try to get that from people. So it's very unique. You have when the pandemic's over, you have an immersion trip to the Great Internet Marketing Retreat Center, which is the only facility of its kind in the world. That's where I'm broadcasting from right now. And you have access to our TV studio, which is next door. And so just lots and lots of unique features in the program you just can't get anywhere else. And it's, I claim it's the most successful, longest running mentor program of its kind in the world. And I triple dog dare anybody to put another program up to mine and compare features and benefits. So anyway, check it out. And you do get a scholarship to my school if you're in my mentor program. So that has been invaluable to so many people that helping their kids not have to get stuck with lots of debt and actually learning skills. And some people use it themselves just to get extra training and help their own business. So check it out at greatinternetmarketingtraining.com, greatinternetmarketingtraining.com. All right, let's get back to the main event. Becca Tebon, one of my favorite people on this earth, is here with us. And tell us more about this powHER reset program.
Yeah, absolutely. So the system is up and running. We have we're opening up for our next 8-week reset program. It is female focused, guys. I know it's like not politically correct to just do one sector at a time, but that's what it is. We're giving the bands away, as I said, for free. There's 3 weeks of workout. You have a choice, and some people are actually choosing to come to a couple of them. There's 3 different times, 7:30 in the morning, 7:30 at night, as well as noon. Those are all Eastern Standard Time. Today, I had somebody from Asia.
That would be daylight savings time right now, actually, right?
Right. I had someone from Asia on there. I had somebody from the UK. So I'm glad that we opened up the times. I'm actually right now doing a free workouts on Eventbrite if people want to come and check it out. And of course, you don't have the bands, but I'm doing towels. So we're able to do our towel bands, our towels, and everybody's got a towel. So I started doing my 17-minute workout just with towels. And so that's been really helpful and exciting, and people are able to jump in on that. And the link for that, they can just go to bit.ly, powHER, bit.ly/POWHER1717. You can sign up for free Eventbrite programs. I'm doing a food program, which is how to have your carbs and eat them too. I'm showing people how to eat properly, my 5 simple steps to creating the perfect meal, any meal, whether it's tacos, pizzas, burritos, a bowl, pasta. It doesn't matter what you eat. It really, you're like, what, Becca? Yes, you can make pizza, you can make pasta, you can have tacos if you follow the 5 simple rules of how to eat. And so I teach you that completely free. bit.ly powHER1717. And then of course you can join in on one of the free workouts. But if you're ready to just jump in, if you're one of those action takers, this all sounds good, you're ready to get stronger, you want to work smarter, you want to get in on the super early bird pricing, then head straight over to www.powherbands.com, POWHERBANDS
And any of you guys can buy this for your lady, but that can get iffy if they get mad at you.
Oh yeah, no. You know what? That is amazing. So a lot of women actually have bought me for their husbands. So I think we've kidded about we've taunted me about that one when I've said that one on your show before.
I know. I'm sitting here thinking, oh man, I there's so many things I could say.
but you know, as a professional, you know, all kidding aside, I'm all about helping people to feel better, look better, and have higher productivity, which was one thing that you were just asking before the show. Yes, by creating a magic morning, by taking the time, 30 minutes, and empowering yourself, giving this to yourself. Listen, we lose muscle, and it's not about dieting. It's not about losing weight. It's about gaining muscle and losing fat. It's about revving up your metabolism. It's about clearing out the garbage, the toxins that are in your body. And this is the stuff that I help you do. And with that, you have higher productivity. You feel better. And hey, you have a healthier, longer living life. That's the key. That's the key.
There you go. And so everybody get over there to the show notes with all these links. We got a bit.ly link. We got a direct link to the powHER bands.com, right?
Right.
Yep.
So, yep, that's it.
All right. And Becca, so good catching up with you. I know you got to go crash because she has had no sleep. Can you imagine being as upbeat as this lady and had no sleep? I can't imagine. So
it's all you. I'm feeding off of you, Tom.
Yeah. So anyway, thanks so much for taking the time out, and we'll get over there and get those bands.
Awesome. Look forward to it. And let's talk about that booty butt camp.
Yeah.
We should do it.
Okay.
All right. Sayonara, everybody. Create your best day ever.
All right. Catch y'all in the next episode. See you later.